Okay, it's recording.
You can talk about that banner you want to.
Sorry. Okay. Okay. Hi, a very big welcome to everyone. You're watching the episode 4 of the You'll Never Walk Alone show with me, Prasad. So together with me, as usual, we have our classic pundits, Mr. Param and Mr. Guna, together with our legendary pundit, Mr. Kalai. Hi, guys.
Hi guys.
All right.
Hi Prasad.
So today we have,
How's things?
yeah, all good. We just won a game, very good. And we have our new guest. We have a special guest in our show today. Let me introduce you in a poetic way. All right. Today is Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday. Welcome to the show, Andy. All right. Very welcome to Andy. So,
thank you, guys.
Thanks. All right. So give a quick thought a brief on yourself, introduction on yourself, and we need to know how you became a Liverpool fan. When you realized that you are a ardent Liverpool fan, great moments that you want to share with us, and also the best player, current best player and all-time best player, Mr. Andy.
Okay. I was a Liverpool fan since I was about 16 years old. I think I remember one of those early days where they used to put the FA Cup games live on TV. I think Liverpool was probably playing Everton, so there was a team in red and blue, and my dad was just asking me to pick a team. I was really young at that time, so I just picked the red team. And my dad said that's Liverpool, right? So ever since then, just kind of stuck on my head, and I really became a die-hard Liverpool fan at 16 years old because that's when Astro actually brought Premier League to our TV, right? So at those days under Roy Evans, I remember the attacking football, right? So growing up, I was a big, massive fan of Steve McManaman, but then also really I idolized Robbie Fowler. At a later stage, then of course Stevie G, now my favorite. Intentionally sat here today, show you guys the Stevie G book. So he's my right now all-time favorite, right? Best fan moment I'll say has to be Istanbul 2005, I don't know if how many of you had the opportunity to watch that game, but I'm sure you guys all did, So that nothing will beat that 6 minutes of a rush of blood to the head, For me, that's the ultimate fan moment for Liverpool. Presently, my favorite player is obviously Virgil van Dijk. And all-time great, and I think it also has to be Stevie G for me.
All right, good. I think most of the pundits you see here, their best moment was also in Istanbul, but for some reason, the Barcelona game tops me. That's my favorite game, All right, so okay, let's move on to the first topic of the show. So we're gonna immediately review the Spurs. The Spurs Liverpool game. All right, this is what I've been telling to the pundit for the past two episodes. We have the same stats. If you realize, we have the same stat. We have better ball possessions. We had more shots on target. But what differs from the other games and this game is we converted the shot on targets to goals. Okay, because like what I said earlier, goals matters, not the stats. So your thoughts on this game, pundits?
Okay, let me tell you about this game as well. See, like what you said, nothing has changed. The stats are stayed the same. We have had possession all the games. The only difference was, like what you said, we have started scoring goals. This is the only problem we face. I think the whole team played very well. In fact, initial stage of the game was very angry with Mane because he did not convert the first minute goal. And immediately you see Son on the other side scoring the other goal. The good thing it was an offside. Just converting all the open chances. That's about it. The moment they start scoring all these goals, open chances, goals, you're on. All the games, I think every single game we drew and we lost to the other day with Manchester, it's all because of this. All right?
So over to you.
The only good thing is that...
Yeah, over to you, Mr. Andy.
So I think Param was saying something, right?
I think.
No, go ahead, Andy. Go ahead. No problem.
I said that the last month I haven't been watching the Liverpool game live, right? So I've been recording on Astro and then waking up really early in the morning to watch the games without looking at the internet, so it's kind of half live, you see. But this game, I intentionally woke up at 3:55 a.m. Just to watch it, because I really wanted to break the jinx, right? And after like what Kalai said, after the first 3 minutes, I think Mane had almost like an open goal which he blasted over the bar, and immediately when Son scored, right, before I realized it was offside, I was like, oh my God, don't tell me this is going to be another one of those games, right, where it just sums up our entire month, you see. But I think turns out we were very perseverant, right, and then we put Spurs under a lot of pressure, and their defenders had to make mistakes, you see. And then, like what you guys say, I think we were very clinical this time around. Front three, Bobby played well. Mane finished well. Mane had, I think, 2 assists as well. So for me, I think the difference between this game and the other games were, other than the fact that we kept it quite tight at the back because we're playing deeper, was that we managed to convert the chances, lah. So it's good to see Liverpool win again. We can celebrate a win, the first win in I think a month or something, right?
A month, yeah, exactly.
First win of the year.
And the Klopp, I think Klopp did a good change on the defense, you know, putting in the Phillips.
This is what I told.
He did very well.
Remember the last episode I told about Phillips. I think a lot of people did not know about this guy, right? No, a lot of people didn't know. I just saw him in one match, and I told this guy will come out and play well, and he should start this tomorrow. He has to start. Phillips. He's a tough guy, you know. He's a real tough fella, and he's a tall guy. And all the balls, for some reason, he's not putting him. For some reason, after that one match, Klopp is not putting this guy in the team. I don't know why he's Ryan Williams ahead of Phillips. I don't know why. I rate Phillips just below Van Dijk, Matip, Robinho, all this, just below them. Next time with this guy, Phillips. And you know how he was tackling the ball. I think you all saw the game. And he was just taking the player themselves as well.
Yeah.
The ball and the player itself. And he got the first yellow card, the first tackle. This is what we need as a defender. You know? Williams is very soft. He's very girlish. You know, the soft, relax. The other players want to bully this fella, you know. So I hope Philip plays tomorrow, really, because Matip is out. He's already injured tomorrow. So there's no more defenders. So I hope Henderson, Phillips, both sides, our 2 guys are there. 2 guys are not playing defense. They're all the time upstairs.
Correct.
Attacking the balls. Robertson and Arnold. I think that's why Milner comes down. Milner should play as well.
Okay, thanks for your thoughts. And this is
my thought on Nat Phillips is that Nat Phillips is Nat Phillips been with us for a while now. He's like 23, 24 years old now, right? So I think last couple of seasons he was on loan in Stuttgart, if I'm not mistaken, Bundesliga.
Yes.
This guy, in my opinion, among all the Liverpool defenders that we have, including Reece Williams, he actually has the poorest positional sense, and he actually is also the slowest guy, right? But like you say, he's tall, so he's very good at area power is really good, right? And he's also the weakest passer of the ball. You know, if you look at Nat Phillips, he passed to the side to his defensive centre back, or he passed to Trent on the right hand side. He rarely ever passed to the midfield in front of him. You see, so Klopp knows this, right? Klopp been working with these youngsters for a while, right? Reece Williams, I think he's a huge prospect guy. I think Reece Williams reminds me of Trent Alexander-Arnold, like say 3 seasons ago when he first came out. Very green, not very experienced. So that's why he's making some amateur mistake, you know. But he actually has a better positional sense than Nat Phillips. But I agree that the last time Nat Phillips played with West Ham, he played very well. That game he actually had a super game he played because they were playing with the target man. I think it was Sebastian Heller. So Nat Phillips actually dominated the West Ham striker. So tomorrow, David Moyes' team is going to start up the same with a big number 9. So I agree with Kalai that tomorrow is we should have Nat Phillips tomorrow, and I hope Fabinho will be back by then, because I think he was just a small knock. So I hope they'll play the first defensive partnership so that we can put captain up front, further up front in his preferred role.
I think defense-wise we are okay. It's just a matter of just scoring goals. We're going to attack. We're going to have the 85% of possession. We're going to have all those things. If they're going to, because the only problem we face, like see that Spurs game, the game was open, you know. You see all our goals, everybody's open. All the defenders for Tottenham was everywhere, right? But you know, West Ham and all these players, other teams, what they're going to do? They're going to go and load the whole defense with all the players in. So our forwards have to find their way inside. And how are they going to do it? They have failed all the while. The last game against Spurs was a different game because they also played very open game. Spurs played very open, and they played very open. Outfields are very happy. Salah is very happy. Mane is very, Firmino is very, everybody is very happy because they got a lot of space to move. But the moment you cram the whole defense up, don't know what to do. Salah takes the ball and he gives the ball to somebody and comes back. Mane goes in, he passes someone, nobody is there. The opponents are there. So this is what happens. So tomorrow, I think they're going to pack the defense up again. And you know, their forwards, they've got Antonio. You know something? Guess what? Lingard is going to go. He's already in West Ham.
Yep.
Oh.
He just went into West Ham. So tomorrow Lingard is going to start. Lingard, Antonio in the forward line, you know.
Yes. All right. Let's go to the next topic again. And this is the league table at this moment. Liverpool are in the 4th position. The next game, which is West Ham, they are actually 2 points away from us. We'll speak on the West Ham Liverpool game in a while, but let me go to the next slide. Okay, this is going to be our February fixtures. Very, very important month, I believe. And we have West Ham tomorrow and Brighton on Thursday. Manchester City at home, which is going to be decider. Probably we can take this opportunity to close the gap between the top first and also Liverpool. And we have away another important game against Leicester and also the Champions League. And after that, Merseyside Derby towards the end of the month. So it's going to be a very important month for Liverpool. Okay, speaking about, before we moving on to the West Ham game, okay, let's speak about the crisis. Like we have a crisis in Liverpool at this moment, where this front three, which is adored for the past 2-3 seasons. Let me give you a stat: 18,800 minutes playing together, and they only managed to score 4. Okay, they only managed to score 4 goals out of 1,800 minutes playing together. All right, and these are the stats compared to the other teams that played similar tactics than as of Liverpool at the moment. Okay, these are actually title-winning teams like we have Damien Duff, Drogba, Robben, Tevez, and Manchester City. Okay, they only played 3 seasons together. Okay, and let's go quick one on the Barcelona as well, because they play similar to Liverpool, and you can see no one actually played together more than 3 seasons. Okay, the best one literally is going to be Messi, Neymar, and Suarez. They too only played for 3 seasons together. And why I say this is because, okay, we have our opponents looking at us, okay, who's actually reading our games, okay, and now they have read our game, and it's quite tough for us to score goals because they have actually read our game. So do you think that we need a change on the front three? Okay, and together, I'd like to also highlight another issue of Liverpool at the moment. We are playing high defense. Okay, this one, as you guys are aware, we are playing for the past 2-3 seasons, yes. But this season is so obvious. We are being exploited, okay, by playing high defense. We do not have Van Dijk. Probably he was controlling all this while. We have a midfield come defender from the likes of Fabinho and also Jordan Henderson. If you see on the first left over here, this is the game against Spurs that we played a few days ago. Song did score this goal. Okay, lucky we had VAR. Okay, this time around, I got to say lucky we had VAR, where the goal was disallowed. But if there were no VAR, the goal would have been allowed because there were no flags from the linesman on this game. All right, so we playing a very high defense here. All right, and same goes to this Burnley game. It looks like an offside, but it's not. Okay, Burnley took a shot. Luckily, Alisson was there to save. And the one you see on the left down here, but the bottom here, is the goal that we considered against Man United. Okay, this one, yes, it was a counter attack, but again, we still play high defense. All right, so your thoughts on that, guys?
Yeah, I think we've always been known to be doing well with that formation for the past 2-3 seasons anyway. Basically, this would help our three main forwards to be effective right on the high side on their D lines itself. Today, it's not that effective. I maybe some has more useful facts on this. But basically, that was what was happening in the past. We're basically trying to push our forwards to be more effective right in front, right? But this trio is just not working. I still believe there's still chance for them, but because we have not, I still believe we have not squeezed enough from them because there's some shortage in our defense and so forth. So that's my thought for now.
See,
on my view of it.
Yeah, Mr. Param?
Okay, Param, correct.
Yeah, the forwards, the three forwards you're talking about. Okay, I ask you a question. Who scored the second goal? Arnold. Who's supposed to be there? Salah. Salah should be there. Where is he? Where the guy went?
No, that is positioning.
Went for
That's
dinner.
because of the positioning they have.
You see, okay, the money, when money on his left, he goes on the left, he should follow him on the right. Where the hell he goes? And Arnold is there, the defender is there to score a goal. Okay, I don't care whoever scored a goal, I believe Liverpool wins, but the thing is that, the three people must be there. If actually Mappe is there, definitely he'll be there, ready. And the defense, Fabinho, all the while we know that he's on a high defense. If he play midfield, he go forward. He never play back most of the time because Van Dijk is there. If Van Dijk is there, definitely he'll be at the back. So Fabinho is more on the forward side. So we can help it.
Our game is actually based on attack is the first defense. It's not the defense itself. It is the Liverpool's game is formed by the attacks. We start there. Our defense starts from there. If you see the match against Manchester, where was Salah? Salah was in the defense. Do you see Salah waiting next to Rashford? You know what I mean? That was, if you see the position of all our defense was totally gone. It was not because of the high positioning, but because Milner was also way up in the center line. Okay, Ryan Williams is now towards near Salah. So if you see all the players, the positioning was totally out of that particular part of Villa. But generally, if you see, Liverpool's game is totally based on attack defense. The first form of defense is already in the attacking. That's why when players play, the opponents play in their penalty areas or on their defense areas, our forwards all jumping on them to take the ball away from them in between midfield itself. They don't want to let the ball go up. I think this is just basically Klopp style of playing.
So do you think that we need to change
that?
Well,
yeah, because Klopp is basically playing the counter-pressing attacking football, right? So counter-pressing attacking football means that you are basically defending from the front, winning the ball, and transitioning it to attack immediately to the front three, right? And then quickly within 5 yards or 10 yards, they are in the D box, right, of the opponent, right? If you look at these three photos that Prasad shared, this is this year's our high defensive line. Like, actually, I believe that last year we were playing even higher when we had Van Dijk and when we had Gomez. We were playing even higher. This year, actually, Klopp has brought it 5 yards now, that if I'm not mistaken. And for me, that's what really is affecting the front three, because now we're playing. The front three are not playing as high as they used to play. So when they get the ball, they don't. It's extra 5 yards or 10 yards before they reach the D box, right? So two defenders will come and block Mane and Salah. That's why they're not as effective as last year, not as direct. You see. So for me, we should not stop playing high defensive line because that's our game, right? So you can't just change it to park bars and then wait for people to attack us and counter attack from deep like what Spurs and United are doing. You see. So the solution for me is really buy a good defender, right? Because I think right now we have Reece Williams and Matt Phillips as our two only fit defender.
Fabinho is being. We also have another new defender. Sorry to interrupt. We have Jordan Henderson.
Yeah. So for me, Captain Henderson, he's a heartbeat of the team. He needs to be in the middle of the park, on the right hand side, supporting Trent and Salah, and then dictating our tempo of game. He can't do that from the center defense. He can do that from the middle of the park, up and down. That's his game. So I want to see Captain Henderson back in his favorite position, and I think this year now, if I'm not mistaken, I read somewhere that we have actually had 16 centre-back partnership this year, and we're only halfway through the season.
Wow.
No Premier League team has won the title with 16 partnership of centre defence. All right. Wow. So and we're just halfway through, right? And if you think about a 19 years old and a 23-year-old, two defenders with less than 10 Premier League game in their belt, and you think you want to win the Premier League with this partnership, I think we are being very irresponsible. I think Liverpool is being very irresponsible if you don't make a purchase in January to actually buy somebody solid to actually cover.
There's few players, there's few like players from Southampton. There's Cody. Cody is playing for whom? Southampton, is it? The Cody defender.
Honestly, I don't even know who it is.
Cody.
Wolves, okay.
Wolves, yeah, very good, very good. These are simple
Cody
defenders.
is in Wolves.
Yes, he's a very simple defenders. I don't think they cost a lot of money. These kind of defenders we need, just to be there, just to control the ball and get it away. But you must also understand they should also adapt to the way Liverpool's playing. Like what Andy was telling, the passing game, the defense passing game. We have, whenever Manchester passes the ball, my son gets very angry. Okay, they can't do that. Liverpool does it, and we can pass the ball in the defense and we can get the ball back and get it out again. We're not bothered with the opponents. They can come as close as they listen. They're not bothered. They can do the passing ball. Like what Andy said, Philip doesn't do that. Doesn't have the accuracy and the patience to do the passing ball. Ryan Williams might have it, is it?
Anyone want to speak about the front three?
The front three, I would say, we brought in Jota. He got injured. He's a good player. If he was there, we would have had a very reliable forward line. We would have mixed around. Today, we don't have anybody. We need to have these three guys. Tomorrow, they have to play the same game. All right? These three guys are there. Then they can bring Origi to hold the ball in the last few minutes of the game. Because Origi is not playing. And he just comes in like very odd games and scores 1 or 2 goals and goes off. Okay?
All right, thanks again for your thoughts. Okay, let's move on to the last topic of the show. Okay, this is going to be the West Ham Liverpool preview. All right, so just a stat. West Ham are coming into the game with 8 games unbeaten. All right, and they actually won the last 6 games, and they're literally 2 points behind us. Suddenly, West Ham are coming up as well. So tell me a reason why I should not be getting scared going to this game, guys.
No, I think for me, I think you should not be. I think we've found the touch. I like.
I just want to say it again. Sorry to interrupt. I just want to say another one more thing. We just won 1 game. Okay, this is the first ever win that we got in the Premier League for 2021. So let's not get carried away. And we're not like Manchester United, yeah. They win few games and they are ready for they say they already win the title. All right. So we got to be.
I agree, Prasad. I agree. Yeah. It's not about just that 1 game. It is about how do they score that goals. If you look at one of the Trent's goal, right? It was, he didn't even need to celebrate that much. He just shot, and it was just even before it went to the net, he knew the ball was going in already. All right. Look at the confidence. That's one. Look at Salah's the goal that was not given also, right? He actually raised his arms to celebrate before the ball even hit the net. So these are the ones that I've been missing in the past, right? For this past 4, 5, 6 games, right? There was no confidence in the way that they actually try to convert it into a goal itself. I've seen that change in the previous game. So I'm quite confident now. I know I was a bit heavy on the last pandit session, but now I think I'm a bit comfortable. Yet they have now seen the touch now.
All right. So over to Mr. Param. Your comments on the West Ham Liverpool game.
Yeah. Well, even though West Ham, 8 games without a lose, to me, I think Liverpool, this is time where they won the first match for this month, and I'm sure Liverpool will go all out to get points because now they can't lose any more points. They can't lose any more points anymore. So I'm going to go for Liverpool for a win, 2-0.
All right. 2-0.
I'm a little bit less optimistic compared to you guys. I think that the issues that people are highlighting on our front three, I think those issues are a little bit overrated. I think Salah and Mane performance, last couple of games, okay, maybe a bit dry, but other than that, I think they have been phenomenal. I'm a little bit worried for Bobby Firmino because I think the opponents are starting to understand his movement now more and more.
Yep.
I think if he plays well, you see that Salah and Mane will find a lot of space and they will get a lot of chances to score, right? So I think tomorrow's one of the key battle will be probably Bobby Firmino and Declan Rice. I think the West Ham's defensive midfield, he's going to come and mop up Firmino, right? And if they tie Firmino now, then I think you'll see that Salah and Mane will not have so much space unless Trent and Robertson start to bomb up more, right? But you don't see them bombing up as much more now because our central defense is not as strong. So they're also very wary about both going up at the same time, you see? Yes, so I think tomorrow's game, I'm less optimistic because I think West Ham is currently on form. I don't accept that. I won't be happy with just 1 point. So if I like us to take 3 points, right? But I think David Moyes, we're going to set up his team to be very, very compact, very athletic, with a target man. And then tomorrow's game is going to be very tight. It's going to be settled with either 1 or 2 moments of individual mistakes or 1 or 2 moments of individual brilliance from Liverpool. But I still pick that I'll do a prediction. I think we'll do 2-1. We'll win 2-1 tomorrow.
All right, 2-1 from Mr. Andy. Good one. Let's go to the Galai. Yeah.
If our guys can put in all the open chances and make all the open chances into goals, I think we'll be okay. We will be there. The only thing we should get worried about Lingard. Antonio is there. Don't forget about Antonio himself. He's playing very well now.
Antonio.
Antonio is playing very well. I tell you, this guy is playing very well. Our defense has to be very, very careful. If he's going to play tomorrow, he's going to heckle this guy like hell. Tomorrow, he's going to whack this guy. If this guy moves from the left, he comes in. You see his game. How Antonio plays. So these 2 guys are very dangerous. Defense, I'm not worried about our forward. Our forward are doing well. It's a matter of just making the chances into goals. That's about it. We'll create chances. We'll create chances tomorrow. All right?
Prediction, Mr. Galai?
I will take a 2-0 score tomorrow.
2-0, all right.
I hope, and I really, really hope Salah scores tomorrow. He's in the downhill now.
Thanks.
I just want for the goal he scored the other day, where the VAR said it was a handball. I think that was the goal of the day.
Yep.
He just took it and just blasted the goal. It came off.
That was a phenomenal goal. And I don't agree with that handball by Firmino ruling out the goal anyway, because I don't think that was too far away from the goal. I think the ref, they are also confused in terms of this VAR, what kind of decision to make. They make a decision this week and then they turn the decision next tomorrow. But that goal from Salah, I agree with you. I think the 2 goals that he scored against Man United as well, those were good goals as well. I think Salah, the front 3 will come back, guys. They will come back. If we start our defense, front 3 will do their job.
Yes.
I still strongly believe you need to change. Okay, anyways, good to have you guys in the show. Okay, we are at the end of the episode 4. All right, and hope we can win this West Ham game. Okay, and then progress even better. So see you guys at episode 5. See you. Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. Absolute pleasure.
Take care. Get Andy back next episode.
Yeah, definitely.
Next episode as well. Episode 9.
Take care, guys.
Sorry.